everyone, I'm Racing Titica, and today I will sharing the short discussion about the two important figures in psychology and human development, Sigmund Freud and Freud. These two theories base different approaches but both give us deep insights into how humans grow, think, and behave. Let's begin. Let's start with Sigmund Freud. Who is Sigmund Freud? Sigmund Freud was an Austrian neurologist and he is known as the father of psychoanalysis. He developed theories that focus on unconscious mind, personality development, and the effects of early childhood experiences on behavior. Sigmund Freud also discovered the structure of mind. Sigmund Freud said that the human mind has three parts: id, ego, and superego. Let's start with the id. The id is our primal desires. It wants pleasure right away. Second is the ego. The ego is the decision maker. It balances what we want and what is right. And lastly, the superego is our conscience. It's like the voice of morality. For example, imagine you're hungry during class. Your id says, eat now. Your superego says, that's rude. And your ego decides, I'll eat after class. Sigmund Freud also discovered the psychosexual stages development. Sigmund Freud believed that our personalities develop through stages. Psychosexual stages have 5 stages. First is oral stages, starting with 0 to 1 years old. Babies find pleasure through their mouths by sucking, feeding, and etc. Second is anal stage, 1 to 3 years old, focus on potty training and control. Third is phallic stage, 3 to 6 years old. Children notice that gender and develop attraction toward the opposite sex parent. Fourth is latency stage, 6 to 12 years old, focus on learning and friendship. And lastly, the genital stage, 12 above, development of matured and sexual interest. He believed that unresolved issues in these stages affect how we behave as adults. Sigmund Freud's work helped us understand mental illness, behavior, and personality through some ideas and outdated today. His influence in psychology, counseling, and therapy is still strong. Now, let's move on to Jean Piaget. Jean Piaget. Who is Jean Piaget? Jean Piaget was a Swiss psychologist known for his theory of cognitive development, how children thinking changes as they grow. He believed that children are like little scientists actively exploring and learning about the world. Jean Piaget discovers the cognitive development, one of her famous discoveries. This cognitive development have 4 stages, starting with stage 1, sensory motor, 0 to 2 years old. Children learn through senses and action. They learn objects, permanence, realizing that things still exist even when they can see them. Example, a baby searching for a hidden toy shows they know it's still there.
There he is. Very good, Janet.
Stage 2, pre-operational stage, 2 to 7 years. Children use symbols, words, and imagination. They are egocentric. They believe everyone sees the world the same way. Example, a child may cover their eyes and think you can see them.
看见了吗？没有。哎呦，我看见你了，没有看见你了。
Next is stage 3, concrete operational. 7 to 11 years old, logical and thinking develops. They understand conservation, for example, knowing that the water poured into a different glasses is still the same amount. Example, if you give 2 children equal juice but in different glasses, only one on this stage will understand that they are equal.
Look at these 2 cups right here. Do you think there's the same amount of juice in this glass as there is in that glass?
They're even.
They're even? Okay. So we're going to take the juice from this glass and pour it into this one right here.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to look at this glass and that one. So do you think that there's more juice in this glass, more juice in this glass, or do you think that they have the same amount?
Same amount.
Okay, why do you think that they have the same amount?
Just because this is skinny doesn't mean it's not the same amount. It has the same amount of juice in it, but this one is just wider and this one's skinnier, but they have the same amount of juice in it.
And lastly, formal operational. Stage 4, 12 above years old. Abstract thinking begins. They can solve complex problems, think about hypothetical situations. Example, teens begin to think about politics, justice, or moral choices.
Man, I think the whole world would change, kind of. I know a friend of mine who's a lefty, and in 5th grade we were just shooting the breeze one day, and she said, "You know, the whole world's made for righties." I said, "What are you talking about? The whole world's made for righties?" She said, "Well, door handles all open a certain way, tables are made a certain way, desks in school are all made for righties. You'll notice that when you get in, you can prop your right arm up, but not your left one." And sort of for the next week or so, I kept my eye out, and she was right. I mean, the whole world is sort of tailored to the majority, the righties. And so I think if we were to lose something as simple but critical as our thumb, the whole world would change. Maybe a bunch of little things, but all those little things would add up to something major, and I think the whole world would be different.
Jean Piaget theory helps teachers, parents, and caregivers understand how children learn best at different ages. He showed us that kids aren't just many adults, their brains grow in stages. Thank you for watching. I hope you learn more about my discussion.